Where my dogs at? What's going on, YouTube world? It's Cruising Nation 3 coming at you again with another video. Welcome to the Dawg Cage, baby. Would you rather live with the truth or die with the lie? Let's open up the cage and let's talk about these sports analysts, these guys who've played football before, these guys who've been on big time games before, these guys who've had quarterbacks, running backs, DBs, safeties, all the guys who done play, even if you played college or high school ball, you should understand that football is the ultimate team sport. And the way we've covered this game and the way we've supported this game has been completely wrong. We've turned it into narrative based, and we have not given the fans, we have not given the people who listen to us really objective opinions. We've just gone with narrative and leaving out the truth. And the truth is we put too much credit into these quarterbacks and too much blame into these quarterbacks. And I know some of y'all gonna say, yeah, you need a quarterback to win. Y'all are absolutely correct. You need a quarterback to win. You absolutely need a quarterback to win these games. But you absolutely need receivers to catch the ball. You need running backs. You need offensive linemen. You need defense to be able to get stops. We seen Shannon Sharpe get on national TV and say throwing for 324 yards and 3 TDs is not good enough to win. When Joe Burrow put his team in position with a field goal miss and scored 33 points, and his defense did not hold up. We seen guys play horrible in Super Bowl. Shannon Sharpe got a Super Bowl when his quarterback didn't throw a touchdown pass. He got a Super Bowl like that. Tom Brady got Super Bowls where his defense had to get a stop at the end of the game when he was on the bench from the 1-yard line. He done won Super Bowls when his kickers that had to kick 2 and 3 field goals. Tom Brady won a Super Bowl when he didn't throw a touchdown pass the whole game. Tom Brady done won a Super Bowl when I think throwing 1 touchdown pass the whole playoffs. Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl throwing for 90 yards? And now all of a sudden we're going to get on national TV and lie to the public, lie to the viewers, and not give context, and not really give our analytic process objectivity to what goes into the game. If you played sports, if you ever been down in the trenches, you know what it's like to be on a team game. You know it's never one guy. And I know it's not fair, y'all, to sit up here, and I refuse. On this page here, when y'all come see Cruising Nation 3, when y'all come to this page, I will not give the quarterback all the credit. I will not give the quarterback all the blame because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it no way. There's no way you can give a quarterback all the credit and forget the receivers who had to catch the ball, and forget the line who had to block, and forget the defense. And when they lose, it's everybody else's fault. But when they win, we give all the quarterback all the praise, and we want to nail these quarterbacks to the cross. Do good quarterback play help your team win? Yes. But I have yet to see a quarterback win a Super Bowl without elite defense. Tom Brady went to the Super Bowl, threw for 500 yards and lost one of the best Super Bowls in NFL history and lost the Super Bowl. Why? Because his defense could not get a stop. All Tom Brady comebacks, y'all, guess what? Even when he down 23-0, guess what he need? He need a defense to get him the ball back. And we say Joe Burrow didn't play good. The man threw for 528 yards in 2 games, 5 touchdowns, no picks, and lost those 2 games. Lost one 38-33 and lost one 25-26. Lost to a quarterback who threw for 151 yards when he threw for 282, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks, and still lost. Just the other night, Aaron Rodgers lost to Bo Nix, who threw for 60 yards passing after Aaron Rodgers threw for 242 yards. And Aaron Rodgers still lost that game. Team still lost that game. So don't tell me that 324 yards ain't good enough. I'm sorry. Don't tell me when Lamar play games and they still lose, it ain't good enough. Don't tell me that, because we done seen quarterbacks win Super Bowls, Shannon Sharpe, who played horrible. You got a Super Bowl when your quarterback was horrible. You got a Super Bowl when John Elway didn't play that good and TD ran the ball well. But y'all get on national TV, y'all, and forget where you come from. You forget it take 11 on offense, 11 on defense, We seen Pat Mahomes get in the Super Bowl, y'all, and get absolutely destroyed. And some believe he one of the best quarterbacks to ever live already at this young age. But when he went against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl down there in Tampa, the man had less than a second to throw the ball. No linemen, missing 3 offensive linemen, 2 Pro Bowl linemen, and was getting sacked time after again, and played horrible. Had receivers dropping balls. Because guess what? It takes all 11 to win a game. Fans, listen. Stop listening to these people. Guys, if you have played the game before, sit back and stop forgetting where you come from. Stop pushing this narrative that football have devolved into. Stop it. Y'all know what it takes to win a game. Yes, you need a quarterback. No doubt. You need a quarterback who can be your signal caller. No doubt, who understand the game, who understand how to make reads, who understand how to get the receivers the ball. But without that receiver, without that offensive line, the quarterback is non-existent. The quarterback cannot get it done if a receiver don't catch the ball. They always say the receivers are dependent. Every position on the football field is dependent. Receivers dependent on the quarterback to give them the ball. The quarterback is dependent on the receiver to catch the ball. Especially the quarterback dependent on the offensive line to be able to block for him, to give him time to be able to make his reads because he can't protect himself and he can't catch the ball for himself. So he need the O-line to block. He need the offensive receivers and running backs to catch the ball out the backfield and get good running yards. And he need a defense to be able to get a stop. It don't matter. We seen Josh Allen drive down the field, throw a bomb in Kansas City, thinking they done won the game, and go to overtime, and Tyreek Hill catches a dig route and takes it 60 yards and throws up the deuces. And guess what? Josh Allen ain't been back since. Was that Josh Allen's fault? He didn't get the ball back. He didn't get the ball back. He did his job. He got his team a touchdown lead. Did his team hold on? No, because he needed his defense to get a stop. Wins and losses is on a coaching staff. It's on the players. It's not just on the quarterback. I'm not giving no quarterback. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what narrative you spin. When you come to Cruising Nation 3, we call it down the middle. Quarterbacks get some praise and they get some blame. But as you can see, a quarterback can go out there and not throw no picks, throw for 500 yards, 6 touchdowns, and still lose a game. And then y'all will get on TV and say, oh, he ain't played well enough, to push a narrative, to lie to the American people because y'all want clicks and views. I would not do that. We going to put football back to where it belongs. We going to put football back into the team aspect of where it belongs. So the people who viewing, for the people who coming up and playing, that's why the sport has been diluted. That's why guys looking for highlights. That's why guys only think about themselves, because you telling guys that if they don't win a Super Bowl, especially in football, that their career is non-existent. When you know how much it takes. Every team work hard. Every team want to fight. You know how hard it is when you go out there losing every game? Yeah, your team going to start to suck. Yeah, your team going to put their head down when they're not winning games. It takes luck to win Super Bowls. It take a lot of things to go your way. It take for a team maybe to get knocked off, to have a bad day on a Sunday and lose, and then you get to move on and play a team that probably would have, and play a team that you probably, play the team that beat the team that probably would have beat you so that you can have a chance to succeed and win your championship. You got 32 teams. It's only one champion every single year. One champion every single year. And we see how the cookie crumbles. We see how things happen. We see how refs get involved. We see how there fumbles. We see how there interceptions. We see how there drop passes. We see how they miss field goals time and time again, where a team would drive the ball down the field. Game on the line, the kicker missed the kick. Super Bowls have always been won, not by the quarterback, but by everybody around them, especially the kickers. We've seen time and time again kickers miss field goals and decide the game. The quarterback needs every single person on that field so that he can be achieved that he can receive the accolades that he gets. And I refuse to look at some of these quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Some of these guys who young, Sam Darnold coming up. Some of these guys who young, who ain't got over the hump yet, who ain't made it to an AFC championship or NFC championship or maybe in a Super Bowl and have not won yet. And look at them as what they did all year long is a failure and that they can't get it done when we know and we sitting up here watching the game and we not looking at the stat sheet and we can see that these quarterbacks ain't played bad, that maybe the defense didn't get a stop here. Maybe it was a pass interference here. Maybe it was a holding call here that made things not go the way you wanted to go. But to get on TV and say 324 yards ain't good enough, I would never believe that. No picks. I would never believe that. When I seen the quarterbacks play horrible. Seen quarterback win games throwing 2 and 3 picks win games. Seen quarterbacks win Super Bowls without throwing a touchdown pass. Seen quarterback win Super Bowls throwing for 90 yards. Seen quarterbacks throw for over 500 yards, 300, 400 yards and still lose Super Bowls. Still have great games. We got to start thinking for ourselves. We got to start watching these games, y'all. Stop the narrative. Stop looking at the box score. Stop looking at your fantasy teams. Stop looking at your FanDuel. That's not the game. The game is going to always be the game. 11 on 11. And if all 22 players from both, meaning offense and defense, don't come to play, don't bring their A game. Some of the coaches don't call the plays they need to call. Some of the coaches don't do conservative. Some of the coaches who don't play to win and not lose. Guess what? Some coaches being too aggressive. Some coaches not being aggressive enough. Guess what? You can continue to lose games and you will not win Super Bowls. Guess what? It takes a team to win championships on any level. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure y'all hit the notification button so you be notified. Where my dogs at? Welcome to the Dawg Cage, baby.